Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back in the building. I'm your gracious host, Dr. Juice. And welcome to Throwback Thursday. Y'all see the title for today. We finna get it, man. We voting for the couch 2026. Yeah, we vote for the couch. Yeah, y'all didn't know what it was, huh? We've been screaming this for about 4 or 5 years now, man. Matter of fact, let me show y'all a quick picture. I went up to DC on this picture right here, y'all. Let me see if I can pull it up for you real quick. This was a brother he had proudly voting for the sofa 2024. And we was up in DC, up in Independence Square, and they had a rally called the Reparations Rally. The wife and I went up to DC, man, and we were just proudly representing as foundational Black Americans, Americans that are Black, indigenous of this country, and we're proud to be. And right, this is right, y'all. If y'all look at this right here, this is right down from the White House. Yes, right. I mean, it's like blocks away from the White House, and we were, reparations rally. We was letting them know, man. Listen, we about handling business, and we really wanted to handle business. So that's what we were doing, and we were screaming it from the mountaintop. Hey, man, we need that check cut. Cut the check. Cut the check. Joe and Kamala was in office in 2024. Y'all know this. Yeah, they was in. So let me play something real quick, y'all. I know y'all been itching for some footage. I'm gonna just go ahead and let me just get some little. I got some little music for the background. How the Democrats done betrayed us. They done betrayed us, y'all. I'm gonna just let that play out in the background. Betrayal ain't easy. Betrayal ain't easy. There's a good brother named Butler Knight. This brother here rocking that good old blues. Now this is what you call foundational Black America. All right. I'm gonna let that play while I go in here and try to find my clip real quick. We gonna let that play a little bit while we get this clip ready. And y'all gonna trip on this here. Let's see. Y'all gonna like this.
To say, what are you gonna do?
Let's let it play.
I had one of my white supporters be very upset. She texted me and was very upset because she thought I was threatening to withhold the Black vote and that a really bad man, Paxton, was going to win. And I told her I'm not threatening anything, but I also told her, you.
Now this is going on in Texas. This young sister here is a Democrat. She been real heavy in the game. Her name Yolanda. I forget her name. Yolanda somebody. But she's out of the Houston area. All my Texas, Houston people will have Sister Cheryl probably popping up on us representing H-Town. She'll be coming in a little later on. But hey, we here to handle business. FBA in the building.
You literally cannot shame us into voting for Tallarico if he won't even, when he needs us, come and speak with us and listen to our issues and develop a strategy to address our issues. And so to say, what are you going to do? Like vote Republican? Like they don't think we have a choice. They think that we have to vote for Tallarico.
Yeah, what I'm saying is the couch is actually a choice. And we've seen it since since Obama ran in 2008, 2012. You have seen a drop. You have seen a drop in Black voter participation in every election. It's right there in the numbers. I don't know what the hell they're looking at, and it's there in the data.
I had one of my white supporters.
Right there, y'all heard your boy Roly Poly. He said it out of his mouth. He said it with his chest out, y'all. Y'all heard Roly Poly? He said the couch is a choice for a vote. This is what I've been telling y'all for about, 5 years now, y'all. Oh, Juice, you a Trump supporter. You just a black MAGA, Juice. Oh, Juice, you a Uncle Tom. Actually, Uncle Tom was the good guy. Y'all mean to call me a Sambo. That's what y'all meant to say, because Sambo was was the dude that sat up under the master all day. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Y'all don't even know who Uncle Tom was. You never read that book, the Uncle Tom, what they call it? I can't think of the name of the book. I read it though, but it's called the Mysteries of Uncle Tom. Something. But anyway, y'all got the wrong person. Y'all calling Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom was a good guy. Uncle Tom was a guy who created the Underground Railroad. Him and the good sister Harriet Tubman. So if y'all read a little bit, y'all will know that. The Adventures of Uncle Tom. That's what they call it. The Adventures of Uncle Tom. Y'all go check that book out. But yeah, man, we handling business. So let me give y'all a little bit of literature today. Screen title. So y'all know what it is, man. Y'all already know what it is. I hope I got my language in the heading here. Cause I had some language that came with this today. I had wrote something down for y'all. And it's a little something, Urban Matters, we like to represent, we like to put that language on y'all, So yeah. Okay, Urban Matters BMGtv stands in solidarity with the Indigenous American people who are the copper colored people of America. Our lineage forms the foundation of America. The descendants of those whose blood, labor, and legacy built this nation. Long before party politics even existed. Today, a new delineation movement is rising, and that's what Urban Matters is here doing right now, y'all. It's a delineation. Go look that word up, delineation, and get familiar with that word. It is unapologetic, data-driven, and it's rooted in ancestral truth. It demands that the DNC and the Democrat Party stop treating Black America as a guaranteed vote and instead come to the negotiation table with real, measurable tangibles. We want them tangibles. No vote, no check, no vote. That's what we're saying. I've been saying this, y'all. Oh, Juice, you a bagger. If you don't vote for the Democrats, that's a vote for Trump, Juice. Come on, man. Y'all some old moist, flame broil ass moist dudes. This moment is not about symbolism. It is about leverage. And y'all know that SAVE Act, that Save America Act, yeah, that represents a strategic shift, a declaration that American Blacks will no longer participate in the political cycle that offers promises without policies, representation without reciprocity, or loyalty without legislation. This message is simple. No check, no vote. I just said that, right? No check, no vote. We're saying it with our chest out. No check, no vote. And we mean this. I don't know why that's so hard to understand. Not as a slogan, but as a political position grounded in the same accountability every other constituency demands. Commentators across the spectrum, including voices like Rolanda Martina and Joyless Reed, have acknowledged that Black voters are asking harder questions, expecting clearer commitments, and refusing to be politically invisible. This is not division, it is democracy. It is the rightful negotiation of a people whose contributions have been historically undervalued, yet nationally indispensable. Urban Matters BMG TV, us, is here to amplify that truth, protect our lineage, and ensure that political conversation finally reflects the weight of our heritage to this land and the power of our vote. This is our moment. This is our leverage. And this is our United States of America. This is ours. We founded it. We were the first ones here. Everybody else are guests, including white folks. Unfortunately, white folks, I got to tell you that you are a guest here. Yeah, your folks come from immigration too. You migrated to America. We are the only race of people in this country that can say that they have roots to this land. Roots. I'm telling y'all, man. This is strong. This is a direction and exactly in line with the lineage-based political framing we're building here at Urban Matters. So y'all just say, I got some stuff for you, man. I got some more stuff for you. Yeah, we're gonna let you get it. We're gonna let you hear it. I'm gonna just keep all the content coming. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let that content keep flowing for you. Let's go to the next clip. Go to the next clip. We'll let y'all hear. Where's she at? Old Joyless. See. Here we go. I gotta get it to you.
This is what I've been waiting for. This is it right here. Go ahead, run the clip.
If you don't, and the DNC shoves an APAC candidate down your throat, you have my permission and I'll vote for them. Because the Democratic Party needs to learn that it is not vote blue no matter who. It matters who.
Wait a minute. What did Ballhead say? What did she say? DJ, circle back. Go and play that one more time. Let's hear that one more time.
Because the Democratic Party needs to learn that it is not vote blue no matter who. It matters who.
You know, where I told you people, we will wait. This regime of socialism and communism will never sustain itself. This, at this point, is the snake eating its tail. I told you, black women in specifics, that they were using you and will never make good on their promises. I told you. I told you, stop acting like a buffoon. Stop doing this. Stop. Just hold on. And I also told you other people, you conservative people, stop arguing with your family. Just cut it out. Just wait a little while. Because, see, patience is a virtue. And, baby, I got a whole bunch of it. I'm going to sit back and wait for you idiots to sit right there. That lady told you out of her mouth that it is not vote blue no matter who. Where the hell did that come from? Because you've been telling people vote blue no matter who for forever. So now, because you don't get your comeuppance, you don't get your kickback like they promised your ugly ass, now you want to sit up there and say it ain't no blue no matter who? Girl, we'll wait. We're going to keep on waiting. We're going to keep on waiting because you people don't listen. But now you're forced to at 78 degrees in 111 degree weather. Bye, ho. See, this is what I've been waiting for.
Yes, sir. We've been telling y'all. We voting for the couch. We voting for the couch. We voting for the sofa 2026 and 2028. They got to learn. The Democrat Party has to learn. We are not their property. And let's talk about we're going to get into that SAVE Act. They've been trying to force that SAVE Act down our throat. Oh, Trump and them going to put us back in Jim Crow. Put us back in, how the hell? Black people, listen, do anybody know what the SAVE Act is all about? Does anybody know? Please tell me, does anybody know what the SAVE Act is all about? Huh? Okay, let's look it up. Let's look it up. Y'all know I'm all about the receipts over here at Urban Matters. We all about the receipts. So let's read up on this SAVE Act a little bit. What is the SAVE Act? What is the SAVE Act? Let's go to it. Let's see what we got. In the Urban League, they had the nerves to try to come out and give us their definition of what the SAVE Act is. Let's see. I think I got the article right here. So let's read it, y'all. Let's read it. Reading is fundamental. We got to learn how to read, family. We gotta learn. The SAVE Act, there it is right there. National Urban League. Here y'all go. Now let's read this thing. We're gonna break this thing down. We're gonna dissect this thing a little bit. I'm gonna kind of paraphrase it for y'all so we don't have to really kind of read everything. But I mean, I love to read. I'll read the whole thing. The SAVE Act is not an election security bill. It's a voter suppression bill. A full stop. The CBC will not sit back while extremists continue to strip away access to the ballot box for our communities. And we are calling on every senator to reject this assault on our democracy and stand up for the integrity of our elections. The Congressional Black Caucus. The president has, we're going to say President Trump, right, has repeatedly acknowledged the broad participation in elections would disadvantage his party. Senator Mike Lee of Utah even circulated polling showing his party poised to lose its Senate majority, arguing the bill with guaranteed victories, basically. So they're saying that it's going to stabilize the nation airports, holding TSA funding hostage, da-da-da-da-da. All right, so we got to kind of scroll down a little bit right here for y'all. Okay, here we go. At the core of the bill is the myth of widespread voter fraud. That is not a myth. That is not a myth. This bill is basically a bill to safeguard American voter eligibility. It's a proposed U.S. law requiring documentary proof of citizenship to register to vote in federal elections. Now, you got to register. Now, everybody that's already a registered voter, you are good. If you are a U.S. citizen, you are good. But this act is to stop people, like when they're living 100 people living in one house and everybody voting out the same house. You can't do that. That is voter fraud. Right now, they're roping off a lot of black liberals, black Democrats, and I don't see any Joe Biden or Kamala coming to save our black brothers and sisters who've been fighting tooth and nail for the Democrat Party. They have all these fraudulent charges on them, and they're going down by themselves. They fought hard. They gave their life for Joe Biden, Jim Crow Joe, and he's letting them hang out to dry. They taking them down one by one, all our black politicians. That's why they're going at the black politician, because of fraud, not because Trump is a racist. No, they broke the law. And I hate to say this about my brothers and sisters, but that's what happened. All right. When registered to vote in federal elections, it's stated the goal is to ensure that only U.S. citizens are registered to vote, although non-citizen voting is already illegal and carries criminal penalties. What is proof of citizenship? Applicants must present. Now, let's just talk about something about proof, where we have to show ID. Man, we have to show ID on mortgage applications when we're trying to buy a house, taxes. You have to get ID to go into airports. You have to show ID. Why is it such a big problem for people to have to show ID for voting at the voter polls? Don't you realize when people are not showing ID and presenting ID and are not legally registered to vote, you open up the door for fraudulent activities. You open up the door. I heard they going at Stacey Abrams, too, of Atlanta. Y'all, they set their sales up, man. They set their sales up. So let's go back to and I want to show y'all something, what the Urban League and people like the DNC and people like NAACP, how they try to use black Americans as the damn, like just the poster child for steadily pushing fake civil rights. There it is right there. After the civil rights, white supremacists claimed newly enfranchised black citizens were inherently suspect voters, unfit, illegitimate, or easily bribed and manipulated. These lies just justified poll taxes, literacy tests, and arbitrary character assessments for generations. Today's fear-mongering about illegal voting is simply the modern version of that same racist narrative. They're calling this modern-day Jim Crow. Listen, black Americans, we were the ones that were disproportionately fought. Listen, you don't have a problem This bill is not against you. But if you listen to the Democrats, they're going to try to make it seem as if this bill is about you. And it's not. This bill has nothing to do with you. Not one thing to do with you, family. So don't fall for the fear mongering, because that's exactly what it is. It's fear mongering. So we cannot fall for this. And I just wanted to come to y'all real quick to kind of break this down. And I wanted to just let you know that we face bureaucracy every day here in America, y'all. We face financial hurdles every day here in America because of ID. We have to show ID to get a birth certificate. We have to show our ID to get a driver's license. You have to have documentation just about to do anything to navigate in America, y'all. But that little donkey party, they wanna make it seem as if we can't win without the Democrat Party steadily pushing fear mongering instead of pushing policies for us. Y'all see the Jedi mind trick? They'll push policy. They won't push policies, but they'll push fear mongering all day. But then they propping up all these other illegal races over you. When the last time you seen Democrats go stand in front of a prison and go fight for our brothers and sisters locked down, over sentenced in a lot of these prisons around America? But look what they're doing at those immigration camps or those immigration lockdowns. They literally putting their life on the line for these people, and they won't put they would not put their life on the line for you. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. And see, they trying to make us panic. That's what they're trying to do. The Democrat Party wants you to panic, so then you get emotional, and then you forget about that check that they owe us. Oh, y'all best believe it. That's why Joy Reid and Roland Martin talking like they talking now. Because why? We, the Black grassroots, Urban Matters BMGtv, and a lot of my brothers and my constituents, we've been standing on business, and we've been screaming it from the top of our lungs. No check, no vote. We're voting for the couch. We'll vote for the couch before we let y'all just undermine us and steadily undermine us, y'all. We will vote for the couch. Let me see if I got some more pictures I want to show y'all. Man, we was holding it down up there in Washington, D.C., man. The wife and I, man, we were doing our thing, man. Let me see. Let's see. I know I got another picture in here somewhere. I know I had another one. But a brother say, let me see. The brother say, we gonna vote. It was Joe Biden. We had a choice. We had a choice to vote for Joe Biden. Right, here you go. Joe Biden or Trump or the couch. And we said we was voting for the couch. We were doing this back in 2023, man, 2024. You know what I'm saying? We've been standing on business that long, man. Here it is, 2026. And we're still pushing the same message. And we're pretty much successfully pushing this message, and this message is now successfully being heard. Yeah, man, we face all kind of suppression. We have to show photo ID for everything. And you're gonna sit here and let somebody who doesn't have rights and doesn't have citizenship and doesn't have any type of legality to this country be chose first over you? See, you know who's going to win this election, 2026, 2028? Us, the indigenous copper color people of America. Us. We're going to win this thing. So y'all might as well get ready, man. 2026, 2028, it's for us, man. I just had to come to y'all real quick, man, and just give y'all this word, man. I had to, man. It's been burning in me all. And y'all keep an eye on that SAVE Act. That SAVE Act is the best thing possible because see what that's going to do? That's going to make the Democrats have to come to the negotiation table and sit down and ask Black Americans, what do y'all need, man? We here. If they're going to continue to call themselves representing us, they got to come to the chopping block. They got to come and talk turkey with us. They got to. They have to. No more voting blue, no matter who. See, they took all our talking points, Joy Reid and Roland Martin, voting for the couch. You know what I'm saying? They taking all our talking points, man. All of them. See if I got some more of them. Yeah, man. We here to stay. We here to stay, man. And look at these jokers around here. It's a lot of damn a lot of Democrat voters are coming out speaking out too. Let me see what we got here. Let's see if I can pull something else up for y'all real quick. Here we go.
Delta Sigma Theta was founded. There were 9 AKAs and 13 other women to make up 22 founders. And Delta Sigma Theta was founded because they felt that Alpha Kappa Alpha at the time was more leaning into a social organization and they wanted to be more politically active and look at things like civil rights and political action and do more service-oriented things. So they've been down for the cause since their founding. Not to take anything from AKA, y'all still my heart, okay? But Deltas have championed voting. They have championed signing up to vote, registering people to vote, getting people, to be civically minded and active. And then along comes an honorary member who crossed a few years ago.
Oh, they hot with Joy Reid. They hot. They even got the rainbow community hot with them.
With her line, who goes by the name of Joy Ann Reid. And she was so excited to become a member of Delta Sigma Theta. And then yesterday said Maine voters, if the Maine Democratic Party does not choose someone who has Graham Plattner's platform that was given to him by consultants that people voted for, then...
Y'all see this dude got lip gloss on.
Mainers have her permission to not vote. A Black woman in the United States of America living under what we're living under, when Black women have lost so much under the Trump administration, is telling people to not vote. And I granted it's like 2% Black people in Maine, but I get that. But the concept of the idea of the audacity to tell people to not vote as a Black woman in America, and especially as a Delta. I don't like how she been moving. But I definitely don't like a Delta telling people to not vote. Like categorically, just on a surface level, at this point in time, any Democrat's going to be better than Susan Collins in that seat. She's a Delta. She's a Delta. AKA's had Trick Daddy. Delta's got a Delta telling people not to vote. January 13th.
Unbelievable. They got the sassy community coming out hot with Joy Reid. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Man, I can't do this no more. They done went from cancel culture to now vote for the couch. Y'all remember Joy Reid was out here calling us bots. She said we were Russian bots. They've been calling us MAGA, Black MAGA. But now they're out here, her and Roland Martin, they sound like us. And y'all know those are the main mouthpieces for the Democrat Party that look like you and I. Even though Roland is not like us, and Joy Reid is not like us. Joy Reid is a Congolese. She's from the Congo. And Roland Martin is a Haitian. He's not American. He's not. He's an anchor baby. And Joy Reid just gained her citizenship. Now, this ain't no shade to any of my immigrant people who come here and respect and represent the culture. You know what I'm saying? But it's these people like Joy Reid and Roland Martin. These are tethers. Why? Because they came at the FBAs. They came at Dr. Juice. They came at Urban Matters. They came at a lot of us in the grassroots, black grassroots community. Reed Nasheed, Black Alpha, came at Afro Elite, Vicky Dillard. They've been coming at us. Speaking of Vicky Dillard, let me go look my girl up. Now, that's my girl. I know she got something to say about this, y'all. I know she got some hot fire she got to drop about this here. Ooh, I know she dropping that hot fire about Roland Martin and Joy Reid. Oh, yeah, here she go. There she go. Let me see what she's talking about. That we was getting paid off by the Trump administration. All of that. Let's put Vicky Dillard on. Angela Rye, all of them. Angela Rye,
But
she
Andrew
Puerto
Gillum
Rican.
and
She
them,
ain't.
all the rejects from the Democrat, either party, Democrat groups, Democrat media outlets. All the rejects got together, Democrat rejects got together, started the podcast. And they just had their little fits and starts. I guess they don't feel like that they're as important as they feel like they meant to be, because they used to have access to millions of people. Now they all feel like losers. Well, Andrew Gillum. Y'all want to see this? Y'all look at your screen. Let me pull it back up. Andrew Gillum.
There we go.
This article is from NBC News. Y'all see the date of this article? Do you all see the date of this article? Oh, let me put it to where you can see it. Now y'all can't see it. Can y'all see the date of this article? Let me see. Y'all should be able to see it now.
April 17th. No, July 6th.
So this says what? July 8th.
July 8th.
This is from Look. Mm-hmm. What is this? Let me turn it the other way. I do this every time. That's from NBC News. Y'all see that? What happened? Here's the headline. Here's the headline. So just the other day.
And that's another thing, man. These Democrats, they crashing out, man. They getting fraud. They got PPP fraud coming out on them. Man, y'all don't want these people representing us, man. These people are weak. They've crashed out. They have nothing to offer. If you want to be affiliated with a sinking ship, go right on ahead. I've been trying to scream this. You need to get independent. Black Americans, we should only be about self-sustainability and self-preservation. We should not be trying to fight everyone's battles. It's all about self-preservation. That is how you prevail.
At the time of this, I'm just giving y'all a little more background. Message seeking comment was left for the local district.
Let's do what they're saying.
Later, I don't know if she's taking a leave. I don't know if she's saying I'm gonna be a little piece of a host, but don't put my name up there because I'm.
Let me give y'all some background on this. The Native Land podcast was Angela Rye, Gillum, and this is this other guy here from, I think he used to be on CNN. I forget his name. He was the one on that crying when Biden lost. Him and Don Lemon and all of them, they was crying. I can't think of his name. What is his name? I can't think it. I think his name Corey somebody.
Better than all of that, I cannot lower myself to the likes of Vicky Dillard. I told y'all I can't take nobody with nails and hair seriously. That's literally what Tiffany Cross said. She said she can't listen to nobody with no hair and nails. Girl, you are not special. Y'all.
Oh, Vicky gave him their work. She a glamour queen, but she got a big brain.
See that? Now watch this. I done said all that now, right? So the new host that's been on there lately is who? Angela, formerly of CNN, and she formerly used to be an aide on Capitol Hill, which is Washington, D.C., right? Angela, right. And she's attorney. Andrew Gillum. Andrew Gillum was once former mayor of Tallahassee, and he really very likely should have been if he wasn't really technically already the governor.
Y'all remember Andrew Gillum? He almost beat out Marco Rubio. He almost beat him out, y'all. Well, no, it's not Marco Rubio. Damn it. What's the damn the one y'all hate? All y'all hate him, the Cuban. But anyway, they ran for governor, and Andrew Gillum almost beat him. Almost beat him. But Andrew Gillum, Ron DeSantis, Andrew Gillum got caught with a male prostitute, high on meth, high on all kind of quaaludes, with all types of stuff coming out of his pussy. They got him on film. They got him on. It was awful. It was about 2000. Where it was about 2022, 2020. He almost was the governor of Florida, Andrew Gillum. But he got beat by Ron DeSantis. Why? Now y'all hate Ron DeSantis, but if Andrew Gillum wouldn't have been trying to do the undercover rainbow community stuff, and his poor wife and children, and oh man, I feel now here he is again, y'all. Back in trouble with the same stuff, drug abuse. I hope the brother get it together, man. Because he really could have been a great representative for us, man. And next time, don't let the Democrats get. I believe he probably got set up by the Democrat Party, to be honest with you. I really do. I really think that.
Should have been the governor. Didn't happen. There was scandal after scandal. And then now who? Bakari Sanders of CNN. And Bakari Sanders is also a civil rights lawyer. So you got all these people that on paper should still command the audience of millions.
That's his name, Bakari Sanders.
And they feel like that they are starting over. You understand what I'm saying? So now they're the new host. We're on their show with Andrew Gillum. Now Angela Bakari, they are having to address the scandal of that Democrat co-host. Y'all want to hear what they said? Here's a little bit of what they said. Now, I don't want y'all to suffer to have to hear all this craziness, but I just want to give you a little bit of this, okay? Because I'm going to go in and out. And I'm playing a little bit of this under the Copyright Act of 1976. So, fam, when I stop and go, there's a reason I'm doing this, because I don't want no problems. So I'm not going to let too much go without me talking in between. Yes? Now, I want y'all to listen to just a little bit of this. I won't make you suffer too much, because I suffered to watch this whole thing. So here they are, Angela Rye and Bakari Sellers addressing their colleague just recently getting busted, okay?
Native Land Pod is a production of iHeartRadio in partnership with Reason Choice Media.
Okay, let me fast forward because I don't want to hear this entrance. Again, I'm going to be moving around. Y'all let me know if you...
He's done before.
Attention retirees.
We'll let that get through. We'll let this get through real quick. A little commercial, y'all.
From 9 a.m. to 10:45.
We got to pay the bills.
But I think it's necessary we have honest conversations about faith, about help, about questions, about addiction, and about making sure that we're there for our family members when they need us most. And so that's my introduction to the show. I wanted to start with a very big question for my sister, Angela. I know what her inclination is.
Listen, y'all.
All the time. Angela's very first mode is to go into protection. And for those of you all who know and love Angela, you know that she will protect you fiercely first and ask questions second. And so my question
y'all, real quick, this is about Andrew Gillum. He was almost the governor of Florida, but Ron DeSantis beat him because Andrew Gillum got caught in Miami with a male prostitute with his pussy in the air, passed out on drugs. And now And now he's back in the newspaper again out of Alabama. Got caught with cocaine and I mean, his poor wife.
Run that back, Dr. Juice. You say he got caught with what in the air?
His bussy. Yeah, you must say that. Hold on, let me go back, cause see, we gotta fill y'all in on stuff, man. I gotta put y'all on game, man. Hold on. Yeah, man. That's why he didn't beat Ron DeSantis. Now everybody mad. Oh, Ron DeSantis, he'll. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Let's see. I think we had somebody else pop in, y'all. Let's see what this is. Everybody popping in on me. Yeah. You dropped off on us, huh? Let's see if we can pull this up. Now, this is the old charges he got. These are the old charges that Andrew Gillum had got.
I hate to ask you to repeat yourself, but man, as soon as you started talking, I had a phone call come in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Yeah. Let's see. Charges.
They got caught with cocaine.
Loses. Governor.
But the white man get caught with cocaine and it's okay for them.
Yeah.
They be all at the bar, all at the meetings, snorting plenty lines.
Oh yeah. But see,
I
we
think
can't worry about them.
And you don't do the lines, you don't fit in.
We can't worry about them though. We got to worry about us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can't see when you do it like that, bro. Z, you start like you're basically saying, okay, well, I'm gonna turn a blind eye to this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We can't worry about what they do. We got to keep our people accountable. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can pull it up for you. Yeah, cause man, this man he shouldn't have ran for that shit if he knew he know them people gonna dig into his past.
He should have kept it Hennessy.
But see, he had a hunkering for male bussy. He liked the men, and that, you know, I hate to say it, bro. One of our prestigious universities up there, not Florida State, but FAMU. Boy, they got some real
bussified.
Yeah, they got some real reality checks they need to be doing up there, man, because it's a culture and it's like a culture that's going on in a lot of our prestigious universities. Let's let the footage play right here. Let me show you. Now, this will happen back in, I think, 2022. There we go.
Let's look at evidence from the overdose emergency involving former gubernatorial candidate Andrew Gillum.
And we're talking about a very messy hotel room with drugs scattered everywhere. Local 10 News reporter Laren Livingston is live on South Beach to show us. Laren.
So police tell us back on March 13th, Andrew Gillum was so inebriated when they got here to the Mondrian South Beach Hotel that he could not even speak with those officers who responded here. And so now we're seeing and hearing some of what those first responders saw and heard when they made it here to the hotel that night.
2020, see that? This happened in 2020. Now, this was the first time he got caught with this. Is what made him lose the governorship, the gubernatorial position for governor, and that's how Ron DeSantis became our governor, because he fucked up.
It's around 1 a.m. March 13th. Miami Beach police make their way into the Mondrian South Beach Hotel and up to the 11th floor. The first knock goes unanswered. Seconds later,
attention all units.
That's when things literally get blurry for privacy reasons. The audio also goes silent. Police encounter a man barely dressed, if at all. You can make out what appears to be Miami Beach fire rescue medics moving around the room. At one point, police direct what appears to be a nude man to the bathroom. He's questioned and later takes a seat. The call came in about a suspected drug overdose. Andrew Gillum, husband, father, and rising star in the Democratic Party, the first black nominee of a major party when he ran for Florida governor, was one of 3 men found inside that hotel room. Police say Aldo Mejias came back to the room where he found Gillum and Travis Dyson under the influence of an unknown substance. Gillum, who'd reportedly been found vomiting in the bathroom, was later allowed to leave the hotel to go home. Police also released these photos showing the mess left behind: stained pillowcases and sheets, pills and bottles of pills spilled in
Seeing all that bussy juice over the sheets.
various places. Police also removed what they suspected to be 3 small bags of crystal meth.
Police say those suspected drugs were eventually impounded. No criminal charges were ever filed, and Gillum claimed he was here in South Florida for a wedding. He has since apologized and says he never has used methamphetamines, but he did say that after that unsuccessful bid for governor, he did fall into depression, started abusing alcohol, and he has since entered into rehab. We reached out to all 3 of the men who were involved in this incident that night, have not yet heard back. We're live here in Miami Beach. Larry Livingston, Local 10 News.
Okay, there it is.
Here's why homeowners across Florida
bro, you can't make this stuff up, bro.
Switching to Rhino Shield and
they be mad at me.
Their house again. Unlike
they be mad at me.
In America, everyone counts, and the 2020 census is how that great promise is kept. Respond today.
And there was your boy right there. You know he got caught looking at male cheeks on his iPad, Roland Marr. But these are the type of dudes that our brothers, man, be trying to prop up like, man, Roland Martin, all right. No, he ain't, man. No, he ain't.
You seeing it in living color. The proof is right here in the pudding.
Right in the pudding, bro. And here go the scandal right here. Here go he done got caught in Alabama right here. Here we go.
I'm trying to keep that.
Let me put Vicky Dilla back on. Bro, I can't make this stuff up. I could just run a show, bro. I could run the whole show just putting up receipts, bro. Because I'm up on my game, bro. I read, I research. This is the home of the receipts. Urban Matters. Everybody, oh, Jew, why you got to be... Well, you know what? I got to call this stuff out because we can't have these people representing us, man.
Why they won't run that on their own show?
Correct.
I tell them, hey, do that on your own live. But right here at Urban Lives Matter, this is how we gonna do it.
Yeah, because I gotta expose these people. Let me tell you, brother Z, I got grandkids. I'm not gonna have them on no stupid shit like we on right now. All this goofball behavior, not thinking for ourselves. Now, if I was on here twerking, I had twerking on my show. I had all kind of goofy shit. Man, right now the comment section will be packed. The damn live will be packed right now. Everybody will be tuning in. If I was talking about some Jay-Z or some goofy, you know what I'm saying? Y'all heard about R. Kelly trying to get a pardon for Trump, right? Y'all heard about that too, just real quick.
Yeah. Just being neutral about that. Why not? All these other super heinous dudes, they done got pardons. Like
exactly.
Kodak Black got a pardon and he's still fucking up.
Yep, exactly.
Like how you get a pardon and then you get right back in trouble again. Let me go do some fair time or prison time and get a pardon. You think I'm gonna fuck up again? No.
But Kodak Black, he ain't like us though. He a Haitian brother. But R. Kelly, that's an American brother. You know what I'm saying? And I wish the brother could get, some type of clemency or whatever, pardon or whatever. But I don't think it's gonna happen because it would tarnish Trump's image. They already trying to call him a pedophile now. If he do that with R. Kelly, but I'm gonna tell you one thing it would do if he would give R. Kelly a clemency, it damn sure will put him on top. That nigga done let the Pied Piper back out.
Because look, them parents was down with it. They was just impatient, but you gotta understand he was going through a financial storm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They just couldn't hold on.
Yeah. Let me let this footage play.
So in their podcast, they did without their colleague Andrew there, they're addressing their colleague getting caught up with a recent arrest. And the first thing he says about Angela is that she is a avid defender of those that she loves, and then she asks questions next. Keep that in mind that he said that, okay?
Always be there, always figure out how to hold it together. And Andrew has been holding it together since he was in middle school. Yeah. You know, and I'm saying this because there are so many Andrews in our lives. This isn't us, you know, pontificating on Andrew's story. It is his to tell. But I can tell you what I've observed from knowing him over 20 years. Andrew has always been the strong friend. He is always the one who has the right thing to say. He's always the most compassionate. He's always the most articulate. He's always the first to show up. He's always the first to lean in. He's always figuring out how to provide. He is always figuring out what is in our next best interest. And I'm saying that because
okay, y'all, watch where she get ready to go with this. Everybody hit that thumbs up, but I know, baby, I have to skip around with her. And I didn't want y'all to hear that, but you got to pick up her energy for a minute. Miss Cynthia, thank you for your gift. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Precious. She said, hey, beautiful queen, you look radiant. Bottom line, no checks, no votes. That's right, Cynthia. Miss Cynthia, hey, she's been a long time supporter as well. Family, y'all keep listening, okay? I can't hardly take it either. I'm trying to skip around because he's not suspended. He's not terminated. He's not in timeout. This is Andrew's choice. It is his home, and it is up to him on when he wants to return. And so I'm saying this because, you know, one thing that I cried about honestly this morning, because, you know, you're always trying to figure out, you know.
You see what I'm saying, Rosie? They constantly making excuses for this bullshit.
Yeah.
And this is why we can't get it together with the Democrat Party. That's why we cannot, but that's why I be calling them out. Everybody think I'm rocking with Trump. Everybody thinking I'm this and that. Did you see the SAVE Act?
No. I was going to ask you.
Okay.
Is it okay to make an excuse for the right one or the wrong one? That's a good question, huh?
Is it making? You can't make excuses for nobody who doing right, because if they doing right, they don't need no excuse. You know what I'm saying? It's only when people mess up and when they go wrong, instead of just saying, you know what? Well, look, my brother got to figure it out.
Well, how much of a fuck up does a person get a pass to get an excuse? I guess that's my question.
Well, when you in leadership, you don't get no excuses.
You got accountability.
You got to be accountable, man. You can't let yourself get caught up in this type of shit, bro. That's why I say, listen. One time they wanted me to run for the mayor and you know, a local office here, which I would have did it. But see, I already know, bro. I got a history of head busting. You know what I'm saying? And if I ain't got a team of head busters, I need a team of head busters. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
If I'm gonna run, y'all ain't finna just put me out there, man, and let everybody attack me. And it ain't like I'm, you know, I wasn't scared to go and stand up in leadership, but that's like with Urban Matters, you know. I like to be a leaderless movement. I want everybody to be the leader. See, if all of us take the leader position, then guess what? They don't know who to target, because like I tell people, all my heroes was assassinated. All my heroes, all my political heroes got assassinated. Malcolm X, Martin Luther, Fred, you know, all of them. They got assassinated. Khalil Muhammad.
What you saying, Fred Hampton?
Yeah, Fred Hampton. You remember the police came at him and unalived him in his sleep. Him, his wife, his kids, and everything. I think it was right up there in Chicago.
Wow. That's super corruption now.
Yeah, they dropped C4 into his own building.
Oh, so it wasn't like they came in and shot him up. They put a bomb in there.
You ain't never seen that?
It just takes me to a educated fact that things that happened then repeat itself, like how they killed the black police cadet. What the black girl name was?
Yeah.
Well, she was getting on the police force, and they kicked the door down of the wrong apartment and shot her in her sleep.
Yeah, what's her name? I can't think of her name.
The black girl.
Yeah, the one sister. Yeah. Yeah. Bro, I don't make this stuff up, bro. I know a lot of people like, you better be making stuff up, man. Nigga don't know what
How you making stuff up and you showing the receipts?
Hey, well, the receipts. I got to show the receipts, dog. You know I got to keep the receipts coming, bro. It's Fred Hampton. Great revolutionary. See, this would have been me. Niggas would get me set up. Niggas would try to set me up. Hold on.
In 1969, Chairman Fred Hampton and Defense Captain Mark Clark were murdered by the Chicago Police Department. Their assassinations were part of the U.S. intelligence community's vicious counterintelligence program, COINTELPRO, which sought to eradicate radical black organizing. While COINTELPRO succeeded in undermining mass-based movements and clearing the way for the professionalization of activism, individual rather than community-based, the legacy of the Black Panther Party and other mass organizations continues to resonate. As Chairman Fred often said, "You can kill a revolutionary, but you cannot kill the revolution." On this day in 1969, Chairman Fred Hampton and Defense Captain Mark Clark were murdered by the Chicago Police Department.
Yeah, bro.
Their assassination
by the Chicago Police Department. They dropped the bomb on him. Hold on, we're gonna let some. Sister Shell, what's going on? Welcome. I'm just dropping receipts today. You got your footage ready? I'm gonna let you go all the way live.
Yeah, I'm finna switch it over.
Okay, yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just dropping receipts. This is Throwback Thursday receipt drop.
Sorry about tardiness. I was on the phone with a family member. But I got you.
I know how it is.
Man was trying to hurt my child, and that's why he fired his firearm. That's the only reason. He's nobody's murderer, nobody's killer. That's not him.
A neighbor, Sonia Ivy, who spoke with investigators, says she heard the shots and witnessed the man fall to the ground from her bedroom window. She says up until now, she had felt safe in her neighborhood.
Shocked, scared.
She's questioning why the shooting took place and if
does she tagging me?
I'm gonna go right up top. Why I hate these.
I want to transform society, but
it's Huey P here.
Envision a world beyond.
They locked him up and let him die.
Conflict and violence.
Does that path take you through Hollywood?
Politics is telling a story, and Hollywood helps amplify.
On this day in 1969.
As we continue celebrating Black History Month, we take the time to honor iconic figure in the civil rights movement, Fred Hampton. As chairman of the Illinois Black Panther Party, he built the free breakfast program for children, created medical...
This is where they get food stamp program from right here. This guy right here. See, they ain't gonna tell you about that. That's where the government get it from. They get it from us.
Clinics and united diverse groups through the Rainbow Coalition. The government saw his organizing power as a threat because he was proving that real change happens when the people come together. A man whose legacy lived past his short 21 years of life, his story
21 years old
and contributions have been studied by those that followed him and have been presented in the form of cinematic medium, reminding us.
Yeah, they got a movie right there on Netflix. You go check out Judas and the Black Messiah. That's the movie about his life. Go check it out. But look at here, they got a tether playing him. They never give us credit for that.
Look at that disrespect. A tether.
Yeah, they got them tethers, man.
Tethers playing our greatest.
Yeah. See, that's how they steal the steam and the power out of it, man. Out of our revolutionary heroes, man. So they take the steam out of us and everything like that, man. But yeah, Sister Shay, I was just telling everybody about this my little photo right here I was telling you about.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one you said.
Yeah, when I was up there in DC.
What did it say? Couch.
Biden or Trump?
Biden, Trump. You took a picture of.
Yeah, I said, bro, I love that, right? Then we got this one here.
He say the couch, huh?
The couch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we about there now, yeah.
And this one here, this brother here, he
FBA probably voting sofa. I love it.
And he got the sofa behind him right
there. Look at They was turned up. They was turned up out there, huh?
It was Pike. This was right in front of the White House. It's called
Yeah, I remember that. See, I went to the one in Atlanta he had.
Mm-hmm.
He had an FBA conference in Atlanta. That's the one I had went to in 2021, 2022.
Yeah, boy, we had a good time, boy. You hear me?
Yeah, we need that more than now. Right now with these illegals, we need that more than now.
Yeah, we need something like that. Yes, ma'am.
We need that now.
We need it, boy. Bad. We need it in the worst way. Yeah, whenever you ready to share, we'll let that beam footage roll.
Okay, I was gonna okay, let me bring up the first one.
Now we want to set the premise for what we finna talk about with Sister Chef, and it's about us as Indigenous American Blacks. You know, the foundation people of this country getting more involved in local politics, because see, that's where we're being hurt at. We're being hurt locally, y'all. Y'all worried about Trump. Y'all worried about Washington, D.C. Y'all worried about like something that just really just got a bug in my ass about. Lindsey Graham passed away. Everybody knows Lindsey Graham. They call him Chucky, redhead guy, senator. Warmonger. But one thing I never seen, evil as them people are, I will say the Republicans can do some evil shit sometimes. But I ain't never heard them wish death on people and talk about people's deaths and make fun of people's death. I've never seen that as we do as Black Americans. Comedians coming out, making jokes about the man's death. You don't talk about the dead, man. You don't do that.
Let the dead rest. You right.
The dead will talk about you.
Yeah, man. I don't understand that about us as Black Americans. It's like we glorifying the man's death.
I mean, either way that he was taken out, I mean, it's just he gone. He gone now, right? Let him rest. He gone.
Let him rest.
He gone. Yeah.
But y'all so evil, and y'all been so manipulated and brainwashed by the Democrats. You around here acting like demons now.
Yeah, while they worried about Lindsey Graham. Let's just play. Let me play this right now.
Show them what's really going on right up under your nose in your local government. Boy, Houston, y'all a hotbed down there.
Yeah, we got Texas. Well, we got it. We do got a lot going on, huh?
Oh my God.
Let me start with I don't know if I'll play the video. When you talk about focus on local policy, right? We got a lot of stuff going.
Breaking up a little bit too. It's doing that little blank out sometimes. Oh, why that's doing that?
Can I share?
It ain't hit me up yet.
It didn't. Let me try it again. Hold on. Let me try it one more time.
Okay.
Sometime it'll do it. Sometime it won't. What about now?
Yeah, there you go. All right. Yep.
So Throwback Thursday, 2020 election. Check this out. Y'all remember Fulton County, right?
All right.
The Mammy, what's her name?
Stacey Abrams?
Mammy DA that was there. Fannie the Mammy.
Oh, Fannie.
We talking about election. So this Throwback Thursday, since y'all talking about vote for the couch, check this out. What's happening in Atlanta.
From the FBI reveals just how much manpower the agency is calling on to investigate the 2020 election in Fulton County. Hundreds of agents have been assigned to the case with a mysterious July 17th deadline.
Yeah, July 17th. So Atlanta News First political reporter Doug Reardon is live for us outside the county government center in downtown Atlanta. July 17th. Doug, what happens then?
That's the mystery, guys. The memo doesn't explicitly say, but it does say that over 260 FBI personnel will be coming here to Fulton County to review hundreds and hundreds of documents tied to that January seizure of ballots from the 2020 election. It is by far the clearest picture of the scope of this investigation that we have gotten to date. The leaked internal FBI memo shows the agency is dedicating 260 agents to combing through documents seized back in January in a surprise raid of Fulton County's elections headquarters. The memo notes the FBI personnel will be poring over 700 documents with the July 17th deadline.
We don't really know what the July 17th deadline is about. It seems arbitrary, but because they put it out there, it feels like they will have to come out with something on the 18th.
Fulton County Commissioner Dana Barrett, a Democrat, says the county should be prepared for anything, whether it be the FBI's potential findings or the announcement of criminal charges.
There's a lot to still be concerned about. We can't let our guard down.
On a recent episode of On the Record, Fulton County Election Supervisor Nadine Williams declined to comment on the FBI's communication with her department over the case. Have you been communicated with at all about that?
Well, that's pending litigation, so I'm not able to comment on that.
The county did see a legal win this week. On Tuesday, a Trump-appointed judge threw out a Department of Justice subpoena seeking the personal information, names, phone numbers, even addresses for all of Fulton County's 2020 poll workers. To Commissioner Barrett, it says a lot.
That they don't have free reign and free access to any data they want as it relates to elections. So I think this is a really good, maybe even a watershed moment in terms of changing where we go in this elections fight.
Some election groups that still have concerns about the 2020 election were frustrated with the ruling, though. Garland Favorito, president of Voter GA, told us, quote, "It is obvious to most informed Georgians that Fulton County has been involved in an ongoing conspiracy. Given the potential criminal activity involved, the court's ruling currently stands as a threat to the rights of every Georgia voter, and we expect the DOJ to appeal it." And we know this is of the utmost.
Now that's 2020, right, Sister Chef? Still with us, Sister Chef? I think it done froze up on her.
Hey, Dr. Juice, you can see my camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see it on. Oh, okay.
There we go.
All right, you back now, Sister Chef. We see you.
You see me?
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, okay. No,
you gotta pull up the screen. Pull the screen back up again.
Go back.
That's 2020, right?
Yeah, that was toward the end of the video anyway. 2020. That's why I said for the throwback. That was 2020. Did it play?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, that was from the 20. So basically, they had the FBI going to Atlanta to look for those missing ballots or those ballots that were not valid. And they have to the, what is it, the 17th tomorrow, right?
Right.
To meet that deadline of what I guess whatever they're going to report on and what they're going to find.
So 5 years later, investigating. Wow. Yep. That investigation would have already been over unless they must have found something.
Right.
That's insane. I hope they don't. Boy, listen, it's always in the black areas, the blue cities, the black community areas. Family, it's so much. You got that one person, that Houston fraud. Y'all got some fraud going on down there. Oh, my.
Oh, you talking about the guy you sent me?
Oh, man, him. And they got this couple, I believe, out of Illinois area. A black couple up with fraud. You ain't seen that?
No, I ain't see that one with Illinois. My gosh.
Man.
But I saw this one as, when we talking about the 2020 election.
Yeah.
I think Trump said that this Oshoff guy and what's his name? Warnock, they say they cheated. Their election's not valid.
They got oh
See that
yeah?
one?
What?
Yep. Let me find that one.
Oh my. Bro Mark, what's up?
Hey man, another beautiful day. Peace and love to everybody on the panel.
Salute. How everything going, boy?
Man, everything.
So these Negroes out here running their mouth, huh? Oh, they scared, huh? Trump got something going.
I'm telling you, man.
Let me show you. Let me share, Brother Juice. Throwback Thursday. They saying they election's not real. Their election's not valid.
Well, what is it then?
Man. See, boy.
Are going through materials found today during a search.
Can you hear now, Brother Juice?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We have some breaking news in the FBI's Fulton County election investigation. More than 200 federal agents now in Georgia to comb through data seized earlier this year. A clear sign that the investigation into the 2020 election is heating up. Thanks so much for joining us for the On the
Night. FBI agents are going through materials found today during a search of the Fulton County, Georgia election office. That search is said to be related to the 2020 election.
Their elections wasn't valid. It's illegitimate. That's what they're trying to figure out.
Are still on site at the records warehouse for the.
Did he cut me off?
No, you still on with it. The play stopped on it.
Okay, let me go back.
Fulton County, Georgia Board of Elections. The matter is sealed before court, meaning the details are limited, but we can report this is related to the 2020 presidential election. Sources tell Fox News that agents retrieved documents, phones, and computers after a judge signed a warrant. President Trump has
keep freezing up. Hey, just minimize your screen, Sister Shell. Don't.
Raffensperger said he filmed Trump and denied any widespread election fraud. He continues to deny it to this day. Now, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis brought state criminal charges against then former President Trump and others in 2023 for conspiracy to overturn the election. But her prosecution, Brett, was eventually derailed completely after it was revealed she had an intimate relationship with the top prosecutor on her team, and it could have tainted the case. Late last year, a judge dismissed the case in its entirety. Now, Brett, last month, the Justice Department sued Fulton County, Georgia, seeking access to 2020 voting records after state officials allegedly failed to respond to a subpoena. Fox News has learned the head of the FBI's Atlanta field office was recently forced out in recent days, but it's unclear, Brett, if this is all related.
Throwback Thursday.
So she messed the case up because she wanted to get them cheeks clapped. Messed the whole case up.
Yep. But the question is, was the election, I mean, did they really win their seats, legally the right way? That's why we want them to pass the SAVE Act.
Correct.
And you notice nobody else brought the case back up because it had done its job. It done its job of throwing the allegation out there and plastering it all over the news. So the sheeple gonna follow and start talking about exactly whatever it is CNN tell them.
Correct.
So yeah. And then when Fannie or whoever it is, when they start getting in trouble for their illegal activities, then what do they say? Oh, Trump is playing revenge and this and that, and not paying attention to the illegal things that these people done.
I was just telling Bro Zed that. I said, listen, Bro Zed, bro, you cannot throw other stuff up and then we turning a blind eye to what we got going on in our community. No, we don't care about what them let them. No white folk gonna do what they do. We gotta have accountability in our communities. We can't be saying, "Oh, well, look, they let them do it." No, we can't do that. We can't do that because See, that takes all the accountability away from us. And then you got to understand, you got these little young kids looking at us, man. We got our young ones out here saying, well, y'all ain't leading by example. Y'all ain't demonstrating authority and power and strength and integrity, you know?
Or they might try to mimic what they see we doing and think it's all
Exactly.
right and mock us.
Exactly. That's why it's always important to stand on what's right. Righteousness.
Yes.
Like these Democrats be talking about, oh, well, God gave us free will. You know, you can, if you want to get your pussy blowed out, your backside blowed out, that's okay. It's not okay.
That's not okay because the Lord said it wasn't okay.
People got, no, man, that's an abomination. You cannot, God gave you, he gave you free will to do what's righteous, not what's wrong.
Right.
He's saying, yo, when you can do right. He didn't say, well, you can do wrong if you want to. No, he just saying, if you don't want to do right, that's on you. But he ain't saying just go all the way out and just do wrong and just be dysfunctional.
Right.
Come on, man.
He ain't saying go play with animals and whatever else your little heart desire. Come on now.
He ain't saying, yeah, go ahead, brother. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying some
not
point
to discover other planets. I heard some old folks back in the day used to say that. Say that the Lord say not to go explore other planets.
I have to check that out.
Other lands.
Right, but you know what I say to that, bro Z? Why would he not want you to see his great creations? If he because they talking about, oh, that's evil, that's witchcraft when you practice astrology and astrology. Wait a minute.
He created the heavens and the earth.
Exactly. You're supposed to study the moon and the sun. Ain't this his creations? So hold on, let me get this right. You're saying it's evil in one sense, and then you're saying it's greatly
righteous in the other.
Never mind.
I'm not saying that. I'm just repeating what I've heard as a little boy.
Right?
No.
Man. No. I'm not talking to you directly. I'm just generalizing, brother Z. I'm saying I'm talking out loud to people. Like, how you can say it's wrong when it's right at the same? Oh, never mind. Go ahead, bro. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense.
Yeah, and you know, I was talking to somebody yesterday about and this conversation was talking about Pete Hegseth. And in this conversation, I asked him, I say, well, you know, when he brought all the generals in and had a conversation with them. And when I spoke with this person, I said, well, let me ask you this. Did you listen to the entire speech, or did you just hear clips, bits and pieces, and then you form your opinion? This person said, I just heard clips. I say that's exactly what the handlers want us to operate by. They want us to operate by clips, bits and pieces. And that's exactly what religion does. Right. Religion does the exact same thing every Sunday. They operate by little clips. This little passage, that little passage. My granddaddy told
chapters in the Bible.
Right. And every Sunday you hear, you know, my mentality was simple. If I go somewhere for 10 years and I keep hearing the same thing over and over and over and over and over, you must be trying to sell me a bill of goods or brainwash me to something. Because you should be able to, and then most of us done said it. Why we don't just start at the beginning of the Bible and work our way all the way through? They never do that.
Keep reading the same book over and over. Because they trying to get a mentality to you, and they're gonna pick out those clips of the Bible that support what the Roman Catholic Church wants you to think, and that's it. Because they're the ones that print Baptists and all these Protestant, all the different religions. They print the material that they teach on every Sunday. The Roman Catholic Church. And so I say we got to stop operating by clips. And like you say, we do here, operate with facts.
My granddaddy told me he say, if the preacher gonna tell you about one part of the Bible, he said, you read that whole chapter.
That's right.
He said, so you can put it in context and get an understanding. That's what started me to doing things that way. I did it with the Bible and I do it with everything else. You're not gonna
just clean up the kitchen, clean the whole house up.
That's right. That's right.
Not to interrupt you, Brother Mark.
Oh no, you good.
Brother Juice, you know President Trump is live talking about the election fraud evidence. Did y'all want to pull it up?
Yeah, pull it up. I seen you pull something on X just now.
Yeah, but I didn't. That was gonna be something else, but then I discovered he was live. Hold on. They got a lot of places playing, and let me see if I can go to one.
Yeah, great point, Brother Mark. Great thesis. Great point, man. That was great.
Yeah, man. And we done went. I always say we have been totally swapped out, but they've been saying that for years. That's how it was going to be. We done went to the people of knowledge, to the people who's following all the time and seeking knowledge from the very ones we gave the knowledge to. And here's the danger. When we say in a few generations, black people will be back into slavery, the danger in that is before, when we were finagled into slavery times, we had the knowledge. You couldn't hard time us because we were accustomed to hard times and we knew our land. We knew how to grow. You couldn't starve us. We knew how to grow and we knew how to survive. But imagine your grandbabies who ain't been taught nothing. Imagine them having to survive in that type of situation. That's why for so long they allowed, think about it, the people who are on food stamps, they are eating lobster and crab and some of the finest foods out there. And they are the main ones going, oh, I don't eat that. Y'all remember back in the day with government cheese? People who didn't have make syrup sandwiches or whatever and knew how to survive. But now they done cast it into a place to where the people who should know how to survive can't.
Boy, mayonnaise sandwiches was a treat in my house, boy.
Okay. So,
hey, you know how they had cinnamon toast crunch cereal? Shit,
yeah.
We made our own cinnamon toast, nigga. Some bread, some butter, and some cinnamon. And boy, you talk about something go good with a glass of milk. Oh, man. But you see this SAVE Act. This is what you're talking about right now. The Democrats, the DNC, and the National Urban League, they trying to talk about this modern day Jim Crow. And they started talking about Black American, but the Save America Act is against the people that are illegal. That's trying to.
You want me to play them?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. We ready for it.
Everybody, men and women sports, crime ravaging our cities, and the whole world was laughing at us as a nation, but not anymore. 2 years ago, our country was dead. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. America is respected like we have never been respected before. We have more money being invested in the United States than at any time in the history of our country. More Americans are working today than ever before. This week it was announced that inflation saw the largest monthly decline in more than 6 years. Just happened. It was just given out. The media reported it. Provisions, no tax on and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors along with the interest deduction on a loan used to purchase a car, but only if that car is made in America, and a 100% expensing for our job-creating businesses. Our stock markets are at their highest point in many years, but we can actually say of all time. And your 401ks, pensions, and retirement accounts are setting records every single day, the highest in history. For years, we paid the highest price for prescription drugs anywhere in the world. Now we pay the lowest price under my most favored nation's policy because I was able to get the rest of the world and the pharmaceutical companies to act responsibly. Drug prices are coming down by 70, 80, and 90%. TrumpRx.gov, this will ultimately reduce the cost of health care. You have to go to TrumpRx.gov and take advantage of it. But the cost of health care is coming way down because of what we've done with prescription drugs. And with Trump accounts, every child in America now has access to a tax-free investment account to save for their future. Billions and billions of dollars are being invested, put in by companies and individuals to take care of our children so that at age 18, they will have potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in their account, and they'll get off to a great start in life. So for that, go to TrumpAccounts.gov and sign up your child or any child who'd like to sign up. Our previously wide open borders have been transformed into the most secure borders in the history of our country, with 0 illegal aliens being admitted to the United States in the past 14 months. That is 0. Nobody thought it was possible. We had the worst border in the history of our country, and now we have the best. Crime is plummeting nationwide, with the murder rate at its lowest level since 1900, or more than 125 years ago. We're making a record investment in our armed forces, and we have the strongest and most powerful military by far anywhere in the world. I built it during my first term, and unfortunately, we're forced to use it now. We won in Venezuela, which is now working with us to produce millions and millions of barrels of oil. We are likewise winning big in Iran, and you will see the fruits of that labor very, very shortly. America is back and doing really well, but we still have a major challenge that must be urgently addressed, because no country can be great without fair and honest elections. You have to trust your country because
Close your full screen down. Don't make it full screen, sister. Just minimize it.
to protect the integrity of America deserves to know that they cast their vote. That vote will be counted accurately in a system, and that is to make that system secure. One where cheating and interference are not just difficult, but virtually impossible. Unfortunately, the system we have today falls catastrophically short of that standard. Tonight, I'm announcing the immediate declassification and release of critical intelligence revealing shocking vulnerabilities in our election infrastructure. This evidence shows that the election system we have dangerously exposes like levels never thought possible, to hacking, exploitation, and foreign interference. Just as disturbingly, this vital information has for many years been covered up and hidden from you, the American people, our beautiful, our great American people. But that all changes right now. The documents we will release starting tonight have been gathered by the White House Government Transparency Task Force, a great group of people, along with the staff of the President's Intelligence Advisory Board, supported by our top intelligence agency chiefs. We have all personally reviewed the findings we are presenting this evening and fully confirmed their authenticity. You can see these documents for yourself at whitehouse.gov. That's whitehouse.gov. Go check it out. Our purpose in disclosing this information is not to weaken confidence in elections, but to earn that confidence by confronting vulnerabilities and correcting them very, very quickly. And that's what we're doing. The documents cover 5 major areas of concern. First, they show that over a period of years, starting during the 2020 election cycle, the People's Republic of China carried out what is believed to be the largest compromise of election data in history, resulting in China's illicit acquisition of 220 million U.S. voter files. That information includes names, addresses, phone numbers, political party preferences, and other sensitive data that would be needed to register to vote and engage in other nefarious activities, which is exactly what was happening. This data loss presents an unprecedented election security nightmare. The intelligence even shows that China assigned a data exploitation unit specifically to this new project. Compounding the travesty, the second set of documents we are releasing reveals that members of the deep state, very, very famous group of people, in many cases, in our intelligence agency work to actively suppress and downplay information about the extent of China's sinister election meddling, covering it up from the president and the American people like nobody thought was possible. U.S. spy agencies began learning about the compromise of voter registration files in 2020 when they discovered that tens of millions of voter data, think of that, tens of millions of voters' data in 18 states have been bought, stolen, or hacked by China.
Wow.
Yet those responsible for sounding the alarm instead kept the information secret and hidden. They did not disclose to me as president or to anyone else, and to the best of our knowledge, they did not inform Congress. In fact, all they kept saying is, this is the most secure election in the history of our country. A standard, very pat line that was divvied out to say. The cover-up of this colossal security breach is even more disturbing in light of the additional information showing that China engaged in other election-related activities to undermine my first administration and our 2020 campaign. They did not want, and they just didn't want it. They fought like hell not to have it, Donald Trump, to win, and for good reason. As the documents we are releasing show, CIA reporting explicitly stated, and I quote, in mid-2018, the Chinese Communist Party's policy was to leverage all domestic and foreign elements that were opposed to the U.S. president in an effort to reduce the U.S. president's votes and make him resign or prevent his re-election. Isn't that nice? Also, in mid-2018, China was working to influence the results of the U.S. midterm elections and later the results of the 2020 presidential election itself. Separately, in mid-2019, the Chinese government's strategy against the United States was focused on undermining domestic confidence in the U.S. president. They wanted to just make you sound like your president wasn't so hot, when actually your president has done a great job, and they did everything possible to do exactly that. Going on, this document says, and this is by the CIA, the strategy included efforts to use Chinese contacts with big U.S. companies to influence U.S. business leaders to turn against the President of the United States of America. The Chinese government sought to identify
Wow. They messing with you now, Trump. China messing with your signals.
didn't care what they said. President to lose the next election, and the reason they wanted me to lose is because they knew I was wise to them, charged them billions and billions of dollars worth of tariffs, and built the strongest military anywhere in the world. We have the strongest military anywhere in the world. These are exact quotes from the CIA reporting. The name of the person doing the quote is now under review, but it gets even worse. Raw intelligence obtained by the FBI in 2020, yet buried by rogue bureaucrats, stated that China's activities even included an attempt to manufacture illegal ballots for Joe Biden. Documents show that during this period, dozens of significant CIA and NSA reports about China's election targeting were kept out of the presidential briefing. These were briefings I would get almost every day. Everything was kept out that was of importance. One email among intelligence analysts admitted that they had, quote, deliberately massaged the presidential daily briefing to withhold information regarding Chinese activities related to the election. Another official inside the FBI wrote that she was running, quote, a shadow government, unquote, to keep intelligence about China's election meddling from becoming known and to keep it away from the honorable press. Other officials who witnessed such efforts perceived the motivations to be blatantly political. Wow. Recently, we found significant numbers of burn bags in formation, and this is a group of bags that were used to destroy information given by President Barack Hussein Obama to be burned. It was supposed to be burned. These bags were supposed to be at a different level by different people, incinerated and checked, but it never happened. Maybe we got lucky. We believe this was not done on purpose, but rather through gross incompetence of the people that were supposed to burn the bags. But the findings are stunning. Today, I'm asking the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, the Department of Justice, the FBI, and the CIA to investigate how and why such crucial information was hidden, to fire those involved in the cover-up, and to file criminal charges, if appropriate, against these people. Yet concealing China's meddling was only the beginning. The third set of documents we are releasing proves that for many years, Americans were blatantly lied to about the security of our election infrastructure, including electronic voting machines and ballot counting systems. Dishonest, almost all. They're vulnerable and they're easily compromised, and people within our government knew that. Tonight, we're publishing a series of previously classified U.S. intelligence community assessments and other reports proving that our government has long known these machines are extremely exposed to attack. As one assessment states, we judge that the United States adversaries, including at a minimum Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, as well as non-state groups, have the capability to compromise U.S. election infrastructure. That's unquote, but that's some statement, isn't it? Made by supposedly great patriots of our country.
Wow.
The document goes on to further state that, quote, we assess that centralized election-related data repositories, such as voter registration databases, poll books, and other official election websites, are most vulnerable to exploitation, and adversaries could use this access to these systems to disrupt election processes within the United States of America. Tonight, we're releasing all of those findings, and spanning from January 2020 to June 2026. This is a cyber threat aimed at the very heart of our democracy. Many people have questioned whether it could actually be possible to electronically manipulate vote totals or change election results on these terrible machines. Today, we are releasing documents that show the CIA obtained reporting of a specific plot to do a big number in favor of the corrupt Maduro regime in Venezuela. And that's exactly what happened, conspiring to digitally rig their own country's elections in 2020, and that's what they did. This reporting included precise details about methods to regime develop to digitally alter vote totals in ways that could not be detected even with an audit, no matter how deep they went. This intelligence underscores why we must take urgent action to ensure that our own system can never, ever be hacked or compromised like it was in the past. The fourth set of documents reveals that even when
This is big.
Yes. And he's doing it on national TV, being very
voter registered
transparent
in 2020,
and
Michigan State Police raided a Democrat
Vague.
Get Out the Vote organization, corrupt group in Muskegon. And we're so concerned by what they found. They were just so concerned. They couldn't believe it, actually, that they contacted the FBI in Detroit. The documents state that some canvassers admitted to FBI agents that they signed voter registration forms in other people's names, submitted fraudulent registration for people who did not exist, and received gift cards tied to their number of applications that they produced. In other words, it was pay, play, and cheat. The FBI agents working on the case believe that crimes were committed, yet the Biden Department of Justice slow-walked the investigation and killed it. Tonight, I'm asking the FBI director to ensure that the matter is fully investigated and to work with the Department of Justice to prosecute those responsible for any crimes. Finally, to reveal just how vulnerable our elections continue to be, we are releasing the results of a stunning investigation by the Department of Homeland Security. According to the DHS review, state voter rolls and public records, they identified approximately 278,000 non-citizens who are registered to vote in federal elections. Since Democrat states refuse to share their voter files, the real number is actually much higher than that. Yet, even this limited analysis found more than 250,000 foreigners illegally registered to vote. Put together, these disclosures reveal an election system so broken and so vulnerable that no one can possibly defend it. It is not defensible. Hundreds of millions of U.S. voter files are in the hands of foreign governments. Our machines and ballot counting systems are exposed to hacking and manipulation and corruption. China and other countries have been trying to meddle in our elections. Evidence of fraud has been buried. Hundreds of thousands of non-citizens and dead people are listed and active on the voter rolls, and yet we still have elections with no voter ID, no proof of citizenship, and tens of millions of ballots floating aimlessly through the mail. As one example of the insanity, California's recent election for mayor of LA and governor was held on June 2nd, a long time ago, but it was just completed a few days ago on July 10th. Think of that, much more than 1 month. Took a month to count the votes. I wonder what they were doing. This is worse than any third world country. There's no third world country that has elections like we have. In a rare move, NBC and ABC Fake News have both said that they would not cover this speech. They knew what it was about because of the fact that they don't like the topic, because they know how corrupt our system is and they don't want to reveal it. They and others in the media are part of a plot. They want to continue this fraud for whatever reason. They want to keep it going. They want to protect the radical left. They can't have a great country, and that's true. You can't have a great country without free and fair elections. Fraud like this should mean a revocation of their licenses. They use our public multi-billion-dollar in value airways for absolutely no money. They pay nothing. All we want is honesty in our elections and honesty in reporting. They pay nothing for multi-billion-dollar assets. Great damage has been done to our country. Our elections were left vulnerable to being rigged and stolen. and the trust of the American people was lost. This cannot be allowed to continue. Every American, whether you're a Republican, Democrat, Independent, or otherwise, should be able to agree that we deserve the most secure, honest, and fair election system anywhere in the world. Secure elections should be a partisan, really, we should be together, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, everybody. And it should not be a partisan issue. It should cause to unite us, not to divide us. This should be a cause. We should be united, not divided. In light of the brand new and irrefutable information I have revealed tonight, my administration is in the process of notifying the states whose election data was compromised by the People's Republic of China and many others. We will be working closely to mitigate any harm, and we're taking swift action to ensure that sensitive voter data is better protected so we can never be bought, we can never be hacked, and we can never watch a stolen election again. Tomorrow, the Secretary of Homeland Security will hold a briefing to outline his department's recent work confirming cyber vulnerabilities in our electronic voting systems. They are bad. We're in the process of informing governors, senators, and members of Congress of potential issues in their states. If you look at voting today, it's in such bad shape in so many states, and we are committing to fix it. And we're also committing to be working with those states and local jurisdictions to help them fix and patch known technical vulnerabilities before the midterm election.
Wow, so your vote really don't count.
Good job, Donald Trump.
I want to hear what they got to say.
Eligible voters, but most importantly, addressing this crisis of election security demands that Congress must pass the Save America Act. How easy is that to do unless you want to cheat? The only reason you wouldn't do it is you want to cheat because your policies are so bad and your candidates are so pathetic.
Hey, ain't that what we talking about?
Or can't
And
get
we big
elected
on
any
policies.
other way. This landmark bill requires that all voters must show photo voter ID. How simple is that? Could I have your photo, please? Photo voter ID. All voters must provide proof of citizenship. Are you a citizen of our country, please? And hopefully there will be no corrupt mail-in ballots, which if you watched California and so many other places, mail-in ballots are inherently corrupt. So you would have no mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military deployment, or travel if you're going away on business or vacation. These reforms are urgently needed to stop the vulnerabilities that I've mentioned. To all Americans, I ask you to pick up your phone tomorrow, call your representatives in the House and Senate, and demand that they pass the Save America Act without delay. Together we will restore faith and confidence in our country, and we will be bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. Thank you. God bless you. God bless our great military. And God bless America. Thank you very much.
Trump, dog. Bro, Mark, that's what we were just talking about right here.
And the people on the outside of Urban Lives Matter, they think we just be rapping, but it took Donald Trump to go live on national television to state the facts and be very vague and presentable and lay it all out on the table.
Well, bro, Z, that show you right there, bro, that we be right. Look at that. The SAVE Act, Safeguards American Voter Eligibility Act. Why would you not want that? It's a law requiring documentary proof of citizenship to register to vote. Bro, you have to register to get a damn fishing license. You got to register to damn get married. You got to register to file taxes. You got to register for everything. How do
Cause
we
somewhere
allow?
down the line, if you cheating, that's their way of getting down to the bottom of these cheaters, these fraudulent folks.
Fraud. Why you think we got so much fraud from the tether community?
Cause they don't have registry of everything, but they getting down to the bottom of it.
Why
When
you
they
think you can't?
mandate it, all the fraud gonna stop.
Yeah.
They trying to think 10 steps ahead as we revamping our American system of how they gonna infiltrate it. But the scammers, they have to do homework, they have to go to school just like any other legal thing.
Yeah.
And it gets harder and harder for them. It's not easy.
I'm trying to find that couple, man, that got them fraud charges. The daughter, and the damn husband.
Who was that? I got the other one though, Brother Juice. The one that happened here in Arcola, Texas. You said
Yeah.
you want to play that one while you looking for it?
Yeah, pull that up.
Okay.
Security activate cameras. They gonna start playing that song over the loudspeaker in all the stores where they doing the boosting it.
In office, and that does include illegal voting, tampering with government records, misuse of official information, and fraud. Fox 26's reporter Leslie Delaspore is live at Arcola City Hall with more on these allegations. Leslie.
That's right. I can tell you today we've gotten some mixed reaction from people here in Arcola, but I also want to let you know that investigators say these allegations span back several years. We're going to break it down for you. So here's what we know so far. According to court records, Fred Burton was arrested Wednesday and booked into the Fort Bend County Jail on 5 felony charges. Those charges include 2 counts of illegal voting, 1 count of misuse of official information, 1 count of tampering with a government record, and 1 count of fraudulent securing of document execution. Now, the indictments allege Burton knowingly encouraged or attempted to help people vote in Arcola elections when they were allegedly not able to cast ballots. Prosecutors also accused Burton of using non-public information he was able to get as mayor to benefit another person in connection with the city contract. In a separate indictment, Burton is accused of presenting or using fake government records related to an estimate for the Arcola Food Court project. Another charge alleges he caused city council members to sign documents affecting the city's financial interests without their consent. Now, we also heard from residents that the current Arcola City Council member, Alexis Burton, at large position 2, is Fred Burton's daughter. Now, Fox 26 reached out to the Arcola City Council as well as the Arcola Police Department for comment, but we haven't heard back yet at the time of this report. And we also spoke with a few people today about the news of Burton's arrest, including one resident who has lived here for about 50 years and didn't want to be identified. The long-term resident told us there had been previous disputes involving Burton, former Mayor Vita Williams, and former City Council member Ebony Sanko, adding they didn't have much insight into those issues, but they were shocked by the arrest.
Small town politics, you run the family, you run the town. Always been issues in the local government. He wanted it done Fred's way and no other way. The things that they talk about, the way the government is run. We had a previous mayor that in the middle of a council meeting said that this is my town and I will run it the way I want to. There have been things that have been said by other residents about this man previously, that he was a crook and he was crooked. And the food court, he funneled some money from the food court into his own pocket. And we do know some of the election fun that's gone on with picking.
They said.
They are here to serve you.
Now, we do want to point out that Burton has held an office here at Arcola City Hall for quite some time, starting in 2018. So we made a timeline for you so you could get a good understanding of it. So he was first elected mayor in 2018, re-elected in 2020 and 2022, lost his re-election bid in 2024, and was elected to the Arcola City Council at large position 5 in 2025, then returned to the mayor's office after winning the recent May 2026 election. Reporting live in Arcola, Leslie Dellis, Fox 26 News.
Man, I'm telling you, man, them people, they set up the scam. I got some information from one of our local cities in our county around here, and I had seen a number of a city manager. I mean, you wouldn't believe it, bro, Mark. That joker make $267,000 a year. A city manager. So corruption is so easy to get away with, because when you're talking those type of numbers, man, if they paying you salary $260,000, you already know, boy, they sitting on a bunch of millions. I could imagine out there in the Houston area. Oh my goodness. Oh my. That's sad, man. But y'all see this SAVE Act right here, man. Federal bill aimed at changing voter registration procedures in the United States by requiring individuals to provide documentary proof of U.S. citizenships when registering to vote for federal elections. Its stated goal to ensure that only U.S. citizens are registered to vote. Why not? Why not? Huh? That's what makes you want to vote for the couch.
You got poor black people who can't even get an ID. They ain't had an ID in years. You disenfranchising them.
You ain't got ID, but you got $300 pair of Jordans.
Correct.
$1,000 Gucci, $1,000 Louis Vuitton with nothing in it.
Right. Not till income tax time.
Like you said, bro, Mark, you around here eating shrimp scampi and garlic crab. You going to the garlic crab, man, every weekend?
Ooh, yeah.
Eating them old regular ass shrimp. We got to get it together, man. We got to get it together. Y'all didn't see my earlier videos, did y'all, bro, Mark?
No.
Let me see if I can pull them back up for you and Sister Chef. This the one sister I was telling Sister Chef about right here.
Remember, only 36 states require ID to vote.
Wow.
Picture ID.
So you know we getting scammed like a mug.
Yeah. And you know, people who have to show that, they think that all states like theirs.
That's 14 states not accounted of with the legality of them voting the right proper way.
I had one of my white supporters be very upset. She texted me and was very upset because she thought I was threatening to withhold the black vote and that a really bad man, Paxton, was going to win. And I told her I'm not threatening anything, but I also told her, you literally cannot shame us into voting for Tallarico if he won't even, when he needs us, come and speak with us and listen to our issues and develop a strategy to address our issues. And so to say, what are you going to do? Like vote Republican? Like they don't think we have a choice. They think that we have to vote for Tallarico.
Yeah, what I'm saying is the couch is actually a choice. And we've seen it since Obama ran in 2008, 2012. You have seen a drop. You have seen a drop in black voter participation in every election. It's right there in the numbers. I don't know what the hell they're looking at, and it's there in the data.
I had one of my white supporters.
Now you know and you see why they want to get illegals to vote. Because they say, you know what? We'll rather commit fraud and get fraudulent voters before we do anything for them Negroes. That's what the Democrat Party saying.
That's exactly what they saying. They couldn't be saying any better.
Who disagree with that? That's what, you know what they call? They're creating a buffer class to replace you, Black Americans. They're replacing you. And you're steady, and you're voting for it. If that same act don't pass, that means your ass is grass. Brahma.
Yes, sir.
Your ass is grass.
I agree. We are slowly being, and this is worldwide, but we live here, so we got to talk about here. But the original people of the land is slowly being taken out of the history period of the land. And if we don't fight here, this is the last frontier. And that's why everybody look to America. People of color look to America. This is the last frontier. And we are falling right down the line doing everything they want us to do with no fight now. And it's sad because, like you say, if this Save America Act don't go, oh my God, we better get a lot of Republicans with Trump mindset in after he leaves, because they're gonna flood so many illegals in here, it's gonna make your head spin. And give them everything to make them successful. They're gonna prop them up so they can be successful, and they are going to vote us down on everything, just like they try to do Sister Cher in Houston. So we have to be diligent. We can't play this Democratic Republican game. We gotta lock our toes in and play our own survival game, and stop trying to grab everybody else up and pull them up when nobody else pulling us up. And I hate to say it, but if we get help from anybody in America, y'all tell me if I'm right or wrong. If anybody reach out to help us, usually it's white folk.
Yeah. Gotta be honest.
That's just the facts. I done operated in business for a long time. And usually you get your opportunities from white folk.
Well, Mark, the most of our people they're not business minded, they're not business oriented. So what you're talking Chinese to them right now. They just think you just a little sellout. They think you just a little raccoon.
Coon. Yeah, coon. You're a coon.
Yeah.
What? And those statements tell you exactly where our mindset is. We can't even come up with new terms.
Correct.
We want to still stick to them terms from 1932.
Correct.
So, we gotta we gotta start changing. It's 2026.
This is exactly how Trump got elected.
January 13th.
Correct.
And it's this idea.
Joy Reid.
And it's
they mad with Joy Reid.
This is see, this is what I've been waiting for. This is it right here. Go ahead, run the clip.
If you don't, and the DNC shoves an AIPAC candidate down your throat, you have my permission and I'll vote for them. Because the Democratic Party needs to learn that it is not vote blue no matter who. It matters who.
Wait a minute. What did Ballhead say? What did she say? DJ, circle back. Go and play that one more time. Let's hear that one more time.
Because the Democratic Party needs to learn that it is not vote blue no matter who. It matters who.
You know, where I told you people, we will wait This regime of socialism and communism will never sustain itself. This, at this point, is the snake eating its tail. I told you, black women in specifics, that they were using you and will never make good on their promises. I told you. I told you, stop acting like a buffoon. Stop doing this. Stop. Just hold on. And I also told you other people, you conservative people, stop arguing with your family. Just cut it out. Just wait a little while. Because, see, patience is a virtue. And, baby, I got a whole bunch of it. I'm going to sit back and wait for you idiots to sit right there. That lady told you out of her mouth that it is not vote blue no matter who. Where the hell did that come from? Because you've been telling people vote blue no matter who for forever. So now, because you don't get your comeuppance, you don't get your kickback like they promised your ugly ass, now you want to sit up there and say it ain't no blue no matter who? Girl, we'll wait. We're going to keep on waiting. We're going to keep on waiting because you people don't listen. But now you're forced to at 78 degrees in 111-degree weather. Bye, ho.
There it is. There it is. We've been telling them, bro, Mark. We've been telling them. We've been arguing with family members, like she say. They've been calling us Russian bots. They've been calling us whatever in the damn earth. They've been calling us everything besides a child of God.
Yes,
and
sir.
What we've been telling them, said, look, stop being these property of these damn DNC and Democrat people. And see, Joy Reid, Roland Martin, all of them got, see, the true white supremacists.
That money didn't dry up.
Right. Well, you know, the truth, they say the true
yeah.
White supremacists get finished playing with their toys, they break them. When they no longer good, they break them and throw them away. Don Lemon, all of them. That girl that was just on there talking about Andrew Gillum, they got the little podcast with Andrew Gillum, what a Angela Rye. They done kicked all of them to the curb. Tiffany Cross, we call her Tiffany Cross Eyes. They kicked them all to the curbs because they couldn't win. They couldn't win the black voters over. Because why? We were standing in the way. Black grassroots, urban matters. We kept standing on our squares and we kept pushing the narrative. We kept controlling our own narrative. No check, no vote. Trump doing more for us as black Americans on default terms than the damn Democrat Party. I hate to say it. It's just the facts. You can get mad with Juice all you want to. You can't whoop me. I almost went to jail yesterday, y'all. About one of my cars, man. And don't get me wrong. There are some dumb white folks out here too that's stuck on that racism stuff.
Oh yeah.
But racism, simply put to me, is economic oppression. If you ain't got your economic gain together, I think you told me that one saying you got, bro, Rod. What you say? Eagles hang with eagles and crows hang with crows.
Yes, sir.
Do you ever see any damn eagles hanging out with the damn blackbirds and the crows and the blue jays? Them damn eagles be minding their damn business, and the damn blackbirds, they be out there on the damn power line minding their damn business. They don't be trying to get along, even though both of them birds. And I'm not saying, don't miss what I'm saying. Don't take it and spin my words. I'm not saying don't try to get along with people. But I am saying it's all about self-preservation. What's wrong with self-preservation?
And when in doubt, read your Bible.
Yeah.
Because God didn't say, can't we all get along? God told you who to get along with and who not to.
Where's Brother D at? Because he said, don't let foreign people into your land.
Yeah, Brother D Parker. I don't know. I sent him a link, man. That rascal, I gotta check on him, man. I think his mom been in and out the hospital, so
okay.
Yeah, we got to check on him too. And then she live way over there in Birmingham over there.
Oh, he back in Alabama?
Yeah, he be going back and forth from Atlanta to Birmingham, which is not a long ride, probably about 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he been on that road a lot.
But when black people were at our highest as far as in financially and power wise, because they like to try to make us, try to convince us that we was poor little slaves, and that's the furthest thing from the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all always hear me, but let me make my point first. From 1816 to 1900, when we had our highest voter turnout of them all, that's when we was stacking the most chips.
Mm-hmm.
And like I always say, look at Westerns, right? Y'all remember in the Westerns, y'all know them. You remember they talked about the cities and stuff, even in Westerns, because the cities was already there. Even when they was trying to go out west and trying to discover America and kill off the Indians, the cities were already there.
Mm-hmm.
That's because we had already put them there.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you, I would say it's almost nobody better at making a thing better than white people. White people can take something and they can straight up run with it and blow it up. They're excellent at that. But as far as creating the original thought and the original concept, there is nobody out there better at doing that than we are.
Yes, sir.
And so we work hand in hand. So we have to realize, just like any leader, we have to realize where our gifts are, where we create, and then we get with our marketing friends who can operate in commerce much more efficient. As a people, I mean, as a whole people, not individual, because we can always pick individuals. So getting along is one thing, but getting with people and procreating and all that other stuff, that's a whole different story.
Mm-mm-mm.
And so we have to keep our eyes on the prize, because we got that melanin in us, and that is one of the most important things on the market.
Exactly.
And we got to keep our minds strong. We got to stop eating all this crazy food so we can free up our true creative power. Land my plane, bro.
Exactly. And we got to, you know why? Because it clouds our judgment. And that's why we're getting caught up in mess like this right here.
Indicted State Representative Carol Ammons and her husband, Champaign County Clerk Aaron Ammons.
As WAD's Mike Melitich reports, House Speaker Emanuel Chris Welch has temporarily removed Ammons from the Illinois House Democratic Caucus.
Federal prosecutors say State Representative Carol Ammons defrauded the state of Illinois, taxpayers, and her own donors from 2017 to June of 2025. The Urbana Democrat is accused of knowingly devising a scheme to enrich herself by converting campaign contributions and donations for personal use. Ammons also allegedly helped local organizations receive state grants that would benefit her and her daughter financially, which clearly violates the state's conflict of interest rules.
People are going to do what people are going to do, but if there's enough holes, they're going to continue to do things like this. And I can tell you, as the leader of the House Republicans, if this was my caucus, this would be handled immediately.
The indictment states Representative Ammons also made a false statement to the FBI in 2024. Ammons told the Fed she had no knowledge of a conflict of interest with organization Hood Vote paying her daughter from a state grant. Her husband, Champaign County Clerk Aaron Ammons, is charged with obstructing justice.
In Illinois, we demand a very high standard
for people who serve in public office. I think the public demands that. Certainly those of us who are living by that standard demand it of everybody else.
Speaker Welch says the allegations in this indictment are extremely serious, but every person under our system of justice is entitled to the presumption of innocence and due process. Welch says the Ammons will not be allowed on any House committees while the case is pending, and she will no longer have access to staff or resources from the Speaker's office. He has also asked staff to review the current budget to determine whether any funds need to be paused or reconsidered. But how?
I mean, are y'all noticing a pattern of black elected officials on the demo? Listen, and brother Z, I'm gonna give one to brother Z right here. Now they probably got some white folks getting away with it, and probably that's who they learned it from, them white liberals. But they ain't going at the white liberals. All of y'all crashing out and burning, and ain't none of them coming to say, "Hey, y'all, ain't that governor who was pushing for some stuff? What his name? The chubby governor for Illinois."
Yep.
Huh? Why he ain't coming out to save you? He could look like he the one prosecuting you. I land my plane.
And they've been doing the same thing long as I can remember. I mean, yeah, we do it because they doing it, but we the ones who get barbecued.
Exactly.
And we will always be the face of negativity. I don't care what it is. We will always be the face of negativity. And they will plaster your butt all over the screen. And that's just the way it is. And it's been that way since far as I can remember. And we just have to remember that. But we think everything good and everything equal. No, it's not. It's not. So stop thinking that. It's fine to live in a euphoric mentality, but that's not the way America works. We're not there yet.
Sister Shell, you got any last words? We finna shut her down. I got a song I want y'all to listen to too. Betrayal ain't easy. That's what we've been betrayed.
Oh yeah, I was gonna I don't know if you wanted to be clear about that shooting that happened here with HBD and ICE here in Houston.
Oh yeah. I meant to get some insight on that.
And that governor is Pritzker, by the way. I'm sorry.
Pritzker. That's his name.
Yeah.
That's his name. Yeah, play that real quick, Sister Shell, before we close out.
Okay. Let me go to it.
Accusations of foreign interference in elections.
You put it on. You ain't sent it to us though.
Is it on?
You didn't. I don't think
no,
you sent it.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back.
National voter ID required a birth certificate to prove citizenship. Say the president midterms.
And you know what? On the voting thing, while y'all pull that up, they talking about, they're right now they trying to rewrite everything that Trump just said, and they talking about that the Save America Act, you need a birth certificate to vote. Well, if y'all remember the Real ID, when you get the Real ID, your birth certificate has already been proven to be valid. So you don't really need a birth certificate. You just need a Real ID.
The real
one,
right.
Yep, me and my son had to do that. Yep, either your passport, or birth certificate. Well, you got to use the birth certificate to get your passport.
The passport, right.
Yep.
Yeah, my son had to do the birth certificate. You right. So if you got the Real ID, it's tied to it. What's so hard about that? I mean, you got to use it when you go to the doctor's office, the dentist's office, when you get on the airplane. God damn.
Right.
What is so hard about that? Shoot.
Yeah. So they doing word. They
ID at the bank.
Yes.
Come on.
They don't word salad on here trying to make, now they're trying to twist every word he said into something else. Now, this is the shooter. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, you had that one.
And you know, they had the shooting here, and now this guy here, Lorenzo Alejandro, I don't know why they always have two last names, but this man was in the country 30 years illegally. 30 years.
Wow.
Now, when I heard about it, the shooting with ICE and this man, it just didn't sit right with me. Because I'm saying, why would ICE have any reason to shoot this man, right?
Right.
And they trying to say, oh, well, they killed him. There were unmarked cars. Well, I told people, and some of the people in the community was, ICE have to be in unmarked cars now, because remember, they was catching ICE vehicles on fire. They was ramming into ICE vehicles. They was busting out ICE vehicles' windows, right? That's why I tell people, don't get on here, start talking, and you ain't research both sides, right? So I had went to this event at City Hall, and I wish I'd have known, because I would have signed up and spoke, right? Because my thing is, first of all, this man broke state and federal law. What are we talking about? If we're going to be fair about it, well, you need to let everybody out the Harris County Jail, the state penitentiaries, the federal penitentiary, because if we're going to be a city, county, state, and the federal government that don't abide by law, and we mad behind a wetback illegal that got killed by ICE, what they always tell us, did he comply? He should have complied, right?
Okay. Yes.
Don't they tell us? Oh, y'all got shot down by the police. Oh, he should have complied. She should have complied, right? Ain't that what they tell us?
Yes.
Like I said at City Hall when I spoke last time. Hell, where is it the ordinance of the law for us driving while black? We get body, we got body under by the police under gay bomber. Did y'all see all this outrage?
Nope.
When they falsely accuse your family members of a crime they didn't commit, do you see all this outrage? This is a Democrat agenda. This is a Democrat agenda. But this, I wanted to go back and play this. Now, remember I told you, I was telling my friend, I say, I bet you this dude was working for the cartel. See, he was a real estate client. He was a construction guy who had a construction company. ICE was looking for, he had 3 illegals in the back of his vehicle. ICE was looking for one of them because I think he committed sexual assault or pedophilia and murder. So they weren't even looking for him, right? Even though he could go down, because, you know, ICE, if you ain't got your paperwork, ICE taking you down, right?
Yes.
So ICE claimed they had shot him because he rammed the vehicle. But you don't see no video. The little video you got is really don't really show really what happened, right? And this how dumb wetback Mexicans is, and people who vote for the Democrats. Didn't the Democrats just vote with the Republicans to give DHS and ICE another $70 million? Dumb. So now this is what they saying. They saying the man had drugs in his car, methamphetamines. Okay.
Chief Noah Diaz formally requested a state-level investigation, arguing it would ensure an independent and transparent review. The shooting happened after ICE agents attempted to stop Salgado Araujo's vehicle. Federal officials say he rammed an ICE car and tried to run over an agent before being shot. His family and some civil rights groups have disputed that account. Meanwhile, a federal search warrant affidavit filed this week alleges investigators found 3 bags containing a substance believed to be methamphetamine inside his vehicle after the shooting. Federal investigations remain ongoing as the Texas Rangers begin their own review.
Here go the pictures.
They left that board out.
3 bags believed to be meth in Lorenzo Salgado Araujo vehicle. Well, what's this pill bottles? What's this gloves here? What you got all this in here for?
For a construction company. You need
for
that.
A construction company. What you got all this? What you got this for? What's all this? What's all in there? Man, come on.
And the first thing out their mouth is talking about, oh,
they shot a family man who's been here for 30 years and blah 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 blah.
Illegally.
And leave out all the other stuff. You should have used them 30 years to get your paperwork right.
Go back home and come back. Because remember, Brother Mark, they can't get their paperwork right because guess what? They are what?
Illegal. Yes.
You got to go back. Why you think they deport them back?
Yep.
How you going to get your paperwork when you crossed that border and they told you, you was breaking state and federal law? How you going to ever become legal? Why you think he here for 30 years? He raised a family. He worked hard. He put 3 of his kids through college, but you illegal. Your crew is illegal. Your crew, y'all dealing with drugs, pedophilia, sexual assault, murder, and part of the cartel. Because we got a cartel problem. Don't forget about that. They use these construction companies as front companies. Y'all know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, because it's the easiest way to launder money.
There you go. So this man ain't what y'all think it is, but now look at this, what just happened to ICE. This is why we got to stand with ICE. Did y'all
And don't
see
forget
this?
his daughter illegal and everybody else illegal too.
But Brother Mark, that's what I keep saying. If you didn't seek asylum and you illegal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, she done froze up on me. Bruh Shite, salute.
I'm black.
Unfortunately, was hurt there. It comes amid new
I'm
guidance
black.
on the continued changes in traffic stops. Agents are allowed to
Can
resume
you hear me,
practice
Brother
only
Juice?
if was hurt there.
Okay, but this just what happened to ICE 3 hours ago. Now look what they did to the ICE facility.
Fortunately was hurt there. It comes amid new guidance on the continued changes to ICE traffic stops. Agents are allowed to resume the practice only if at least one officer is wearing a body cam. Right now, body cameras have been deployed to more than half of ICE field offices. The Homeland Security Department estimates the rest will be deployed in the next 60 days. Illinois' cashless bail law is under review tonight after an incident fortunately was hurt.
There go Illinois' ass.
They shooting at ICE facilities.
Damn.
What the outrage for that? Go ahead, Shaq. My fault. Go ahead.
Rashai, salute. Boy, you caught us at the end, boy. We finna wrap it up.
Yeah, Elito. I'm black. Don't worry about me. I'm black. I'm black. I never gently people say, I'm black. Peace. What's good, man?
I called you, I FaceTime you, I text you, I emailed you. I say, boy, you must be in one of them old good little comas.
Yeah, man. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, we just was discussing, these damn. We discussed that SAVE Act. We discussed the Roland Martin and Joy Reid coming out talking about vote for the couch. Vote. We can't keep voting blue no matter who. This Joy Reid now, Rolanda Martina.
Hold on, they said that?
Yes. We gotta go back and look at the replay. It might be trying to pull the bait and switch, but it's gonna do some damage though. That's for sure.
Yeah, because all this time together, man. Do y'all think it's a coincidence that Jay-Z brought out Jay-Z and Beyonce with this concert months before the midterms? You think that's a coincidence?
Nope.
Because he had a lot of political stuff that was in there, kind of taking shots at Kaepernick, I think, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Talking about the little Target stuff with the Target issues.
No, I'm just talking about his whole rollout for this 3-day weekend he had at the stadium up there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was his 30 year which I thought was weird. 30 year for the reasonable doubt. which didn't do well when it first came out in '86.
Exactly.
I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
The Blueprint actually did way, way better than the damn Reasonable Doubt. So I don't, I don't know,
Crazy as hell, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crazy as hell. Hey, I want y'all to listen to this song before I close it out, man. This is a fire song, and it's called Betrayal Ain't Quiet. And that's why this betrayal that we going through with this damn Democrat, we ain't gonna be quiet. Y'all listen to it. Some of that good old down home blues that we founded on.
Betrayal ain't quite a creeping song, like a backdoor breeze when the heat cut on, like a half-second pause when you answer my call, like a fake-ass smile said nothing at all. It's in the changed-up tone, the sideways glance, and the way truth stumble when you get the chance. Ain't always lipstick, ain't always proof. Sometimes it's just a feeling tearing through the roof. I felt it before, I knew the facts. The pressure in the chest don't ever cap. Something shift the real one more, even if the lie moves smooth and low. Betrayal ain't quiet, it echo in the dark. The way you stop reaching, and the change inside your heart. Betrayal ain't quiet, even when you lie real low. That kind of hurt got footsteps, and I heard them down the road.
You see, it got footsteps.
I felt it before, I knew the facts. That pressure in the chest don't ever cap. But something shift the real one, no. Even if the lie moves smooth and low.
Betrayal ain't quiet.
Betrayal ain't quiet. It echo in the dark. In the way you stop reaching, in the change inside your heart. Betrayal ain't quiet, even when you lie real low. That kind of hurt got footsteps, and I heard them down the road. I seen the signs in your delayed replies, and your fake little laugh and them tired ass eyes. You kept saying I'm tripping, I'm doing too much, but guilt got a smell and I know that touch. You can hide your phone, you can switch your route, you can play it cool but truth leak out. And what cut deepest wasn't what you did, it's how you looked dead at me and acted innocent. I felt it before, I knew the facts. The pressure in the chest don't ever cap. But something shift the real one, no. Even if the lie moves smooth and low. Betrayal ain't quiet, it echo in the dark. In the way you stop reaching, in the change inside your heart. Betrayal ain't quiet, even when you lie real low. That kind of hurt got footsteps.
You say that kind of hurt got footsteps. Boy, that's a deep song, boy. We was playing that this weekend, man, at my family reunion, man. My cousin them put me on that game, man. Y'all remember, man, Urban Matters told you first, betrayal ain't quiet.